We're live. Live, 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 live. There we are.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, wait. No, hold on, dude.
Oh, are we not?
No, I have a whole format here that I wrote down. See? And, now you're stepping on it. Welcome to Thursday. My name is Josh Stewart. You live in Texas or you're listening to a show in Texas. You never checked it. I hadn't done anything to it. Get that. Get that face all framed up.
It was fine before.
It was fine 2 weeks ago, but last week you had your doctor's appointment and messed everything up. But now we're back, and it's good. So welcome, everybody, to Liquid Lunch. My name is Josh. This is Texas Live, a midday show. And with me, as always, is the one, the only Kennedy.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kennedy.
Oh, wrong microphone. Sorry.
Hey, man. How's it going?
It's good. Hey, welcome back to the studio.
Thank you. I was only gone a week.
Yeah, it seemed like 2 weeks.
Well,
See,
you know,
this is how much scrambling we've done today. You're not even.
the
adjusted.
dentist does need my time
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Why does everything seem so low to me? Does it sound low to you?
Getting low.
Seems low.
I don't know. Are we low?
Seems low to me.
Are we low, guys?
I don't
Anybody?
know. I don't know.
Hi, Sylvia.
I feel
How's it going?
Oh, is she watching?
Yeah, Sylvia's watching.
Hey, Sylvia.
Yeah.
Sylvia's got a big announcement coming up.
You do?
So
She
everybody
does.
needs to pay
Not you,
attention.
yeah.
I think in another week or two.
Oh.
So, I don't. It was last week.
Are we going to talk about this big announcement?
I mean, she's posted about having an announcement. I don't know if we're going to be able to get specifics. We'll see what she lets us know.
Oh.
But, of course, whatever. She may. Well, you know what? I don't want to spill any beans. I don't want to take. I don't want to take, what do you call it, liberties.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
you should go ahead and take some liberties. It's cool.
I'm not going to take any liberties. I'll wait. But anyway, things to come from Sylvia. Big announcement, perhaps. Matt says we sound good, so thanks, Matt. Thanks. Appreciate
Thanks, man.
you the feedback.
Well, yeah, I know we look good.
And that tastes good.
We're a couple sexy guys here.
Yeah. Pre-show beer today from No Label. Their Oktoberfest. Delicious. So look for that on store shelves and at the brewery and on tap in finer locations near you. It is Oktoberfest season. I know it's 1,000 degrees outside, but that doesn't mean you can't sit in the air conditioning and drink a delicious Oktoberfest with some sort of a brat with sauerkraut, beer brat with sauerkraut, maybe a pretzel with some melted cheese or some whole grain mustard sauce or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have a little Oktoberfest of your own.
We already have a question from one of our fans.
Oh, well, go ahead.
The question is, someone is asking whether they should stay at home today and drink beer or go to work.
Okay, let's weigh this. Let's weigh our options here.
Yeah.
One, if today is, let's say you work a 4-day week and you work a Monday through Thursday, then today is technically your Friday, which means go ahead and take the day off. You've earned it.
Yeah.
It's been a long, hot summer. Mm-hmm. You've earned it. Some people don't work traditional, days off. They have different days off. And this could also then be their Friday or their Saturday. If it's your Saturday, definitely stay home. Okay? Don't go to work on your Saturday.
Right.
But if it's your Friday, again, you've earned it. Take the day off. It could be that you just have a job that you loathe and despise. And in that case, take a moment, look at your sick or vacation time. If there's any at all, there's a lot of good beer, and all that beer is not going to,
it's not going to drink itself.
It's not going to drink itself, so take the day off. Let's see. Is there any reason you would need to go to work? Are you a doctor delivering babies?
Yeah.
That would be one.
Yeah. Are you a police officer?
Are you a police officer?
You work in law enforcement.
Yeah, or a firefighter.
Yeah, you should probably go to work.
You should probably go to work. Ambulance driver.
Are you a teacher, teaching young minds?
If so, today's Thursday and the first day of school was probably earlier this week. Whew, it's been a tough week, and it's Thursday, and man, you've earned it, so stay home.
Yeah.
So really, only if you're just like other people are dependent on you is the only reason you should go to work. Yeah. Otherwise, you've earned it. Maybe you're out of work. Maybe you're living off the government dole. And in that case, why are you asking? Just stay home and have a beer.
Well, if that's the case, they wouldn't ask if they should go to work today.
Well, in that case,
it's not really a question.
Yeah, but go get a job. Maybe at a brewery or something. I don't know, slinging beers.
St. Arnold is hiring.
A lot of people are hiring.
They're hiring right now.
Yeah.
So
I've seen a lot
at the beer garden. I think every Wednesday they're doing open interviews. Just show up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just if you want a job in the beer garden, mainly the service industry part.
Yeah.
Just show up on a Wednesday,
and then they'll hire you.
They'll interview you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. So yeah, if you want to get in on the beer industry, there's a number of people hiring around the state that I've seen. I know Real Ale has some openings. Who else did I see? Oh, over in Beaumont. Yeah. What was the brewery? I just saw it. Beer. Are they even open yet?
Beaumont's Best Brewing Company. No. The Golden Triangle Golden Ale.
No. Hey, Jennifer's watching. Hey, Jennifer. And hey, Mr. James Carlisle. Two people working hard today. Glad you're at work today making delicious beers.
Somebody's got a 2-hour drive.
Who's that?
Yeah, Buffalo Bayou is hiring.
Buffalo Bayou is hiring.
Yeah, you're right, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I think it's for their, I don't know, they have a few positions, I think, but I know one is for their the canning line.
Yeah. We should do we should do like a job fair, a beer job fair. A liquid lunch, middle of the day on a Thursday. Yeah. We'll interview breweries.
Oh, this is what we should do. I got it.
Okay.
We get the people hiring to get on our show.
Yeah.
And then we get people interested in a job, and we'll help with the interviewing.
That would probably go really, really well.
I'm sure we would ask very pertinent questions.
Yeah. Well, here's my suggestion. Okay.
Okay.
And maybe things have changed in the last few years. But if you're going to a brewery and you're trying to get into the beer business and you have some home brew and it's pretty good, or, take them some, right? Everybody loves beer. Even people that make beer love other beer.
Yeah.
Read as much as you can on beer.
Yep.
Get all the books and just start reading and watching the videos and all that stuff. Watch this show and be like, hey, when St. Arnold, then you'd be like, hey, I saw Aaron and Priscilla, and I saw y'all on Liquid Lunch. It was amazing. They'd be like, wow, this person loves beer. Hired.
And has good taste in all beer-related programming.
Yes.
Any beer-related shows? Yeah, great taste.
I wish I could find that post. I just liked it, but I don't know how to work my Facebook anymore, apparently. So I wish there was just a list of things that, hey, you just like this.
Poor Brothers? I don't think that's the Beaumont Brewery.
No, it's something street or something. Somebody look that up.
Yeah, somebody look that up, please.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking us if we're going to Foam Hinge. Do you know what that is?
I don't.
I don't either.
Brock
asks, give us some details about Foam Hinge, because it's a great name.
Yeah, our buddy Brock McRock. Of course, he's world-class
absolutely
air guitarist. This is where we give him a little plug, a little love.
Yeah.
He's heading to the World Championships.
Yeah.
He was in, Nashville a couple weeks ago for the U.S. Championships. He got 4th overall in all of the U.S. of A., which is an amazing feat. Even though he didn't use his feet at all, it was always in his fingers.
Well, he just said something I'm gonna try not to take offense to.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to Foam Hinge. Are you going to Foam Hinge?
Is that the metal thing out at Carbach?
Yeah.
I'm not going.
I'm not going.
Did you see the brash post for it though?
No.
All right, so they've got a big metal show. I think this is
Struggle Street. Thanks, Jeffrey.
That's the one.
You are the best.
Yes, Jeffrey, you are the best.
You help carry the show.
So I'm
not joking.
Hold on, I got to pull up all my chats. Hold on.
Yeah.
Jose says to work, everybody. Jose, the responsible one, listening on Mixler. He doesn't even watch the video. He didn't want to be distracted.
Go to work, but on your lunch break, grab one beer, maybe two. Depends on what you can handle.
Or what you're doing, yeah.
Yeah, and if you have a job where you can't have any beer on your lunch break, like you're a truck driver or something,
yeah,
then you can still check us out.
Yeah. Hey to everybody watching on YouTube or Twitter / Facebook or whatever. Or no, not Periscope. I am able to see all of your chats now. Or on Twitch as well. All our Twitch watchers. Or on Kennedy's personal page.
Oh,
I'm able
really? You can check those out?
Anytime somebody posts a chat on any of those, I'm able to see all of them. So chat away. I'm keeping tabs on all of you. But anyway, so what were we saying? Drinking on the lunch break.
Brash's response.
Okay, this is great. All right, so they've got so there's a metal show at Karbach, and as we all know, Karbach about 2.5 years ago? Has it been almost 3 years now?
Yeah, it was pretty soon after we started Liquid Lunch.
Yeah, they got bought out by Anheuser-Busch, so they're no longer a local brewery. The building is local, but it is owned by not even an American company. Anheuser-Busch InBev is a Belgian-based brewery run by a bunch of executives out of Brazil or something like that. Nary an American, and needless to say, Texan among them. Some of the guys here at the actual brewery are, obviously Texans, but still owned by the devil. The devil. But anyway, speaking of the devil, Brash, they have a can release that they're going to do the day of that show.
Oh,
and it's going to be the perfect diameter to fit into a pocket, like a taller can. So they're like, come by, load up on our beer, stick it in your pocket, and then go watch the music at Karbach. Because they're big metal fans. They want to support the metal bands.
Yeah. They just don't want to support Budweiser.
Foamy Head 13.
Yeah.
He's having a Ranger Creek Sunday morning coming down coffee ale.
He is not currently having a Karbach.
No. It's Ranger Creek out of San Antonio. So, booyah. Yeah. There you go. Nice.
Good one, Foamy.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, there you go. See, he chatted on...
and then also
on YouTube.
Ace Frehley is going to be at Karbach.
Ace Frehley from Kiss?
Yes.
Is that metal? Is glam metal? Is that or glam rock? I thought that was more like rock.
I mean, I don't think he's going to be the only one there, but yeah, Ace Frehley. And did I just hear an empty glass noise?
Yeah, I finished our pre-show beer. We got to wet the whistle when we do the show.
That's weird. So, I guess there's a question that's in order here.
Well, it's one of those things where you got to turn around. You got to look at the clock and ask a question.
Just ask yourself.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What You Drinking?
Good.
There you go. And since this is a beer show, and you see all the beer paraphernalia on the walls and on the table.
Yep. We also new edition.
New edition?
Yeah. So right below Baleson sign,
yes,
we have a signed Brock McRock air guitar.
Oh,
it's hanging up on our wall.
Oh, that's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Back to Brock.
He donated that air guitar.
Oh, thank you, Brock.
I know it was. Pretty
Is that the one you used at the U.S. Championships?
Hey. All right. So. Okay, go on, because I got something else to talk about.
Okay, I see who you're. I see where you're heading. But anyway, okay. So big shout out to Brock McRock. He's going to Finland in the next week or so to compete in the World's Air Guitar Championships.
Yeah. And he's going on Tuesday, actually.
Okay, so less than a week.
Yeah.
Is it this weekend that you're having your event in? I
think he's going to Austin. This weekend.
He sent me the info. Hold on, he sent me the info. I've got it. Send it again, maybe, because I don't know which way. Where did you send it to?
But definitely next week he'll be competing in a national air guitar competition in Finland.
Yes.
And I told him to bring us back some Finland beer. And I'm going to tell him again if he's still watching.
No, he's going to still be watching.
Yeah.
Send me the info. I didn't get your information. Send the information again.
Finland beer.
Message me on Facebook.
Yeah. And
my personal Facebook.
And speaking of Europe, we currently have somebody checking us out.
Do we?
From Berlin.
What?
Yeah.
Berlin? Like the original?
Yeah, as in the city of Berlin.
Where they
Germany.
originated the Berliner Weiss?
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I wish we had some beer from Berlin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Wouldn't that be like synergistic and serendipitous? Serendipitous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go
So
with.
we currently have...
Oh.
And since he's watching now, I'm kind of embarrassed because I spilled some stuff on it. It's been sent... So I was in Berlin in October last year, and I've been waiting for a special occasion to drink my namesake beer, the Kennedy beer. Right here from Schnurl.
Schnurl?
I know I'm butchering that name, which means it's White Owl in German. So I've been holding on to this beer for several months.
Okay.
And I'm ready to start drinking it.
Oh, well, so am I guess. Are we splitting that one, or are you just going to drink it in front of me?
I'm just going to drink it in front of you.
So this is a actual Berliner Weiss from Berlin.
That's correct. Yes.
So Peter should what a quote. Yes, Peter. Guten Tag, Peter. That's So I'm trying to think of any other German. I know.
We had other German.
What? Other German?
I was going to say a cuss word.
Oh.
So we've
Schnitzel.
Yeah.
Right?
It is a coincidence.
Pure coincidence.
No, we've had one of these beers on before, and I believed he joined us for that too. I think he saw us from Instagram. I'm assuming that's how you found us about it.
Okay, hold on. Peter says it will be very high pressure.
Oh,
so be careful.
Well,
you have the towel ready.
We have not only a towel ready, Peter.
Yes, Peter. We've had enough of Kennedy's homebrew around.
Where's the?
Oh, yeah.
We not only have a towel.
Yeah. Kennedy brought homebrew, so I came prepared. Hold on.
We have a bowl.
Keep talking.
We have a bowl for blowing up stuff because this has happened so many times.
Keep talking.
Oh no.
Yeah. Kennedy's homebrew. I knew I needed to be prepared. So.
Oh no, I lost my anyway.
No, your camera's good, right?
Yeah, it's so good. Right.
So. Anytime you're ready.
Should we expect like just a big foam over, like a foam over, or like an actual spewing up, blowing up?
I don't know.
Because it's still, yeah.
All
right. Well, here I go.
All right, you go.
All right, wish me luck.
We're ready.
I'm going
totally
in.
ready.
I'm
we
going
prepared
in
on this show.
I'm going in.
Go.
All right. All right. Let's see what happens.
Thank you, Peter Prost. That's not your homebrew, so we're fine.
We're good.
Yeah, woo.
We're good.
Did I get it?
It didn't blow up at all.
Use the tulip glasses.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was definitely cooled down. Yeah. All right. So, yay. I'm so excited about drinking this beer.
Okay.
Anyway.
Peter, tell us, give us some stats on this beer if you got them, and we'll send them along to everybody watching. So we love beer stats. Nerdier the better. Okay. Oh, foam fast in the glass.
Okay, good.
Well, we'll see how Kennedy's
right.
pouring technique is. So Berliner Weiss, traditionally low ABV, wheat beer, little tart. Probably going to be around 3.7, 3.9.
Well,
it's got a great aroma. Do we have the ABV on it, or do they do ABW?
How do they do it could be a combination of me spilling stuff on the label, which I'm so upset about, to be honest.
Don't we have the internet?
And, we have Peter on here.
Had 3%, so just right at 3%.
Yeah, when they bottled it.
But super sessionable.
But it's been fermenting for a while.
Oh, there's bread in here.
Yeah, there's wild yeast.
Oh, nice. That's what I'm smelling. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I got the foamy.
That's all right. Smell that. First, okay, so when you're, everybody, I've learned some things. When you're first tasting a beer, don't go right in like I did. Let it waft past you like this. And you get kind of the aromas that jump off the glass.
There you go.
I need to tilt that up a little bit or something.
You-
That doesn't look right.
Yeah, well, you tilt it down a little bit.
Does it need to go
I
back?
think you've moved in your seat.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Should it be closer? What do y'all think? More me?
but move it. That's
Doesn't look
fine.
right. It
That's
doesn't-
fine.
I don't like the angle. It's at a funny angle. Maybe this way over here. Was it more over here? That seems more right.
Yeah, we get less of your computer.
Yeah, we don't need more of my computer. We need more of that. That's
Yeah.
too much headroom. Okay. All right. So proper tasting. You first want to. So this is about, a foot to 8 inches in front of me, and there's aromas that like jump out of the glass. The first, and those are subtle. Then
Oh man,
you don't want to take one big sniff. You want 3 quick sniffs. Yeah, there's a little bit of the Brett. Oh, wait, what? The Brett is actually from old bottles we've got from historical.
that is so. This your yeast cultures are like super old.
Yeah,
Wow, that's cool.
that's cool. That's a little bit of history.
Yeah.
The last real Brett bottle fermented Vice Spirit Brewery closed down in 1992.
Well,
Well, you're keeping history alive right there, Peter. It smells great. You got a lot of the Brett character, a little bit of the, when people call that like horse blanket, maybe I'm not around enough horses.
Mm-hmm.
It just smells like Brett beers to me. I would go up to a horse and be like, "You smell like a Brett beer," as opposed to "You smell like a horse blanket."
I mean, it does kind of have that old farm smell to it.
Yeah, it's
Which-
not bad. It's not bad. I like that. That's like a
I mean,
get out there in nature kind of thing.
when you describe it, it doesn't sound like that great, but
No, it's a good thing. All right. So anyway, 3 quick sniffs, and then you can do a little bit of. Yeah, it smells good. I like that. Okay, that's about as nerdy as we can go.
November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
Not overly tart, just that nice little kiss on your jowls there.
So this has been sitting in my refrigerator for about 9 months,
okay,
and it's good.
it is good. Brett beers are going to change over time. You can, depending on temperature and stuff, your refrigerator may have slowed down the Brett quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a Brett beer out there, like I got one from Prairie Artisan Ales in Tulsa, and they had just bottled it, and he's like, "Let that sit on that one for a little while." So I got it sitting on the counter in my kitchen. We'll not open it up. I don't know when. Sometime we may try to get them on the show. But Peter, delicious beer, just a crisp, refreshing,
And-
really good, like
And
lunchtime beer.
something I love to hear other people do
What?
is school you on glassware.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah,
Who did?
Peter did
What did he say? Oh, a goblet.
a wide goblet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well.
He is the biggest glassware nerd.
No, it's true.
You've ever seen.
It's
and,
true.
and he goes on and on about glassware.
It's
and
true. I'm sorry.
I love it when he gets schooled.
I'm not getting schooled. I know what the proper glassware is for Berliner Weiss, but
Yeah.
we've got a wide array of beers today, and we got everything from German to Belgian to what else we got? I don't know what else we got. But anyway, so I went with the most versatile, but yes, normally a goblet, a large goblet, because you can drink copious amounts of Berliner Weiss.
Peter, would you be interested in Skyping in for a live show?
Yeah.
So we could talk to you via Skype, do a little some video chat.
Yeah. Let us know. That'd be cool.
Yes, we'd be very interested to make our show international.
I'll brush up on my German so that you feel extra comfortable.
When I was like, I want to say 7th grade.
Oh, is this correct, Peter? Prost. Is that like when you're? Is there like a Berliner kind of like specific, like thing?
No.
I don't know. That's thank you. What time is it in Berlin right now?
I think there's 7 hours difference. I know that's what it is in Spain where my parents live.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a question about your dad.
So
Is your dad all right?
yeah, he's good. He
Another
just
cage fight or something? Kicked
he-
somebody?
well-
went crow cop on somebody?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Peter, come on, we absolutely want to see you. Have you seen me? And I'm on every week.
Yeah, this, it's the internet. People love authenticity, so that's why we keep Kennedy on. We we CG'd in Brad Pitt's face for the first few episodes, and people were like, "That doesn't look right."
Yeah, that's a lot of work. Yeah, 7:30. So yeah, 7 hours.
Okay, all right. Well, good evening, and drive safely or wherever you're at. I don't know what they do in Germany.
Guten Morgen.
Guten. No,
That's good morning.
but it's 7:30 at night, right?
I know, but I'm just remembered more of my German.
Is it Guten evening? Is that? I don't know.
Oh, Julie. Hey, Julie.
Okay,
How's
I
it going?
got a question, Peter. So I was watching. Sorry, Julie. I want to talk about Jules too. Peter, I was watching Inglourious Bastards the other day, and the thing that gave away the undercover guys in the basement was when the English guy said, "What did he say?" He said 3 schnapps. Was it 3 schnapps? They were doing schnapps
Yeah.
or whiskeys instead of doing 3. Is that the German 3, or was that just Quentin Tarantino, amping things up for the movie? Would you notice that if somebody ordered 3 versus 3, and would that? I don't know. He does not have Skype. We'll figure it out.
Oh.
Maybe we can do like letters
Well,
back and forth.
Skype is it's a free program.
We'll see. He's got
If I do
Facebook.
it.
We can do Facebook Messenger. We can figure it out.
Yeah.
We can figure it out.
Yeah. Well, if you're interested, Peter, I'll be in contact.
We'll
with
make
you.
it happen. We'll find
We'll
a way
make
to
it.
make it happen.
We'll absolutely make it happen.
We can do Facebook Messenger,
Yeah.
video as well. However we need to do it, we'll make arrangements.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
That's how we do this.
Is it the 3? This?
So with the thumb. So this is
That's
3
3.
with the thumb.
Yeah.
That's how you do 3.
You know what? It's
Not
better.
3.
No, it's better that way. You know why? One, because that's your pinky is not very. You have to like tuck it, right? And so it's kind of hard. But then like this, you can go, "Hey, I want 3 of those." You can go right into,
I went 3.
and you just give them the double clicks, and they're like, "Right on it, bud.
Yeah.
Right on it, sir."
What's up, Brendan?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Brendan, I believe, is having this Saturday. He's having a big brewing party at his house.
What?
Is that correct, Brandon?
What?
Yeah.
What kind of brewing party? Is there a specific style? I would go. I mean, I've got plans, but let's see. Oh, okay. You back to your dad.
Oh, cool.
Okay, your dad.
Yeah.
So cage fight. He went crow cop, kicked somebody, hurt his ankle.
Yeah. Well, it was more like he did like a flying drop kick
Okay.
off the top. And
Yeah, he does seem more of a high flyer.
Yeah. And smashed some guy's face in
Okay.
so hard that he maybe broke his ankle.
Yeah. Well, he is a missionary, so that's doing the Lord's work. Sometimes you got to open a can of whoop ass in the name of the Lord.
Well, this took a weird turn.
Yeah. What?
No, Brendan's brewing party.
Oh.
Apparently, it's clothing optional.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Aren't all parties clothing optional?
Well, all brewing parties are clothing optional.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it gets hot there.
I wonder Peter,
Yeah.
what's the temperature in Berlin? If he's still watching, I wonder what the temperature is in Berlin. Is it hot there? Like it's
Well,
hot here?
remember, it's gonna be in Celsius. How's your Celsius?
I have an iPhone.
Oh, okay.
I can convert that.
Yeah.
I think it does that. I don't have that app, but I think it's just built in. So your he's doing okay?
Yeah, he's doing. He had surgery Tuesday.
He had surgery. Or he's
Tuesday.
having it.
He had surgery on Tuesday.
Okay.
So broke his ankle. He had to. There's some complications. He got out of his cast finally. And there's some complications, so they had to go in and put a big piece of metal in there and screw it in with some screws to tighten everything up.
Your dad is like Wolverine now.
In the ankle, yeah.
like-
He's got a Wolverine ankle.
That's pretty.
One
that's
ankle,
pretty
yeah.
Awesome. That's cool. I would lead with that. I'd put that on my business card. Mr. Kennedy, get well soon. Hang in there, and I know you're super tough. He's always a good spirits. That was the thing. Even from his post, you could be like, he's still, good spirits. So big ups to your dad.
20 degrees Celsius in Berlin right now.
Oh, it's like 75 degrees.
Do you know the conversion offhand?
Yeah.
I mean, we should. I feel like I should.
What do you say?
But I don't-
20?
20 degrees Celsius.
20 degrees.
I'm sure it's beautiful there right now.
68.
Oh man.
I was off. I was way off.
Oh man.
That's my house. I keep a little cooler than my house. I usually keep my house at 20 degrees Celsius. That's how I knew. I don't know.
Jeffrey knew it right away.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course he did. Jeffrrey knows those things.
So, Jeffrey, you're not going to the clothing optional brewing party?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah,
I'm,
Peter, we
I'm
can
glad
do
it's
that.
clothing. I'm glad there's an option to go without clothing because I don't think anybody wants to.
Huh? It's just
See.
so hot
Yeah.
and muggy. You can't wear clothes; they'll just get drenched.
Oh, it's raining in Berlin.
Oh, well, stay dry. Peter, we will be in contact and we will set something up. Yes, we can chat. We can video chat over Facebook for sure. We can make it happen.
Yeah, we definitely want to make this happen, Peter. We'll be getting in contact
we'll
with you
ramp up-
after the show.
Yeah,
Here.
we'll ramp up that NDI. We'll
Yeah.
make it work. We can make it work. I know it hadn't worked, but it's been it's been upgraded, like the $1 Million Man.
And you will be our first international guest.
No, he won't.
I mean, I've been on,
Right.
but I'm not a guest. I've Skyped in internationally, but
No.
who?
Aaron Ekrot.
Well, that was a phone. Yeah, that was phone.
Still, he'll be our first foreign resident
Yeah,
on foreign soil.
this one. And I'm so glad I discovered your beer. By the way,
It's really, really good.
I love these this style of beer.
Yes.
And I got like a sweet little namesake right here because it says Kennedy on it.
Yes. Peter, if I would like to know.
I'm gonna go back to next time. I'm gonna remember to bring a larger suitcase so I can bring more of this beer back.
Yeah. We have a couple of German style based breweries here in Texas, of course. Way back in the day, German immigrants came in and settled in the hill country, so we were blessed enough to have a lot of German influence in that area. We got Live Oak in Austin. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they make some great. I think I have a Live Oak. Yeah, one right. This big one right behind me. Chip, man, he makes some great beers. Their pilsners are great.
There, you can see it there.
Yeah, Live Oak
Yeah.
here, but just clean, delicious German style pilsners, and they have a Berliner Weiss. It's really good. It's doesn't have the Brett. It's just more of a clean Berliner. But what else? Their Oktoberfest. That one's good. What else am I not thinking of? Their Amber. What else? Live Oak.
They're
Hefeweizen.
Yeah,
They're Hefeweizen.
yeah. They have like the Schwartz beer.
Yeah, and then they do a whole smoke fest or
Yeah.
Rausch Fest where they do a bunch of smoked beers. No, it's they have a lot of really, and then Klaus Brewing here in the Houston area. They have some really good German beers as well.
Yeah, Klaus. They're a new brewery. They
Did you bring that?
Yeah, I brought it
When did you bring that?
a couple weeks ago.
Oh, thanks,
Klaus-
Thomas.
Klaus Brewing. Yes, this place. Oh, I love it so much. I've only been there once.
Yeah.
And
If you
so many good beers there.
If you're coming to Houston or you live in the Houston area, Jones and West-ish, that area, Northwest Houston, and beer hall indoors, air conditioned, and delicious beers.
Oh, Peter just said he's been 2 podcasts when they were in New York City.
Huh?
Peter said we've been to New York City.
Oh, New York City.
We've been on 2 podcasts.
Oh.
Yeah, but Texas, the Texas beer shows are way better.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's totally different vibe.
Yeah.
Totally different. The barbecue's way better down here. We need to get you to Houston. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
So
Don't come in the summertime.
yeah, it's coming. Come in December when it's about what the temperature is there now.
Yeah.
So you would step off the plane and melt. We'd have to mop you up. You just melt. Anyway, back to Jules.
Yeah.
You were gonna say something. We're just gonna say hey.
I was just saying hi to her.
Oh, okay. Hey, Jules.
Saying hi to the lovely Jules.
How did she now? Okay, can comment like I don't want to again, but she did a beer tasting event, right? Can we talk about that?
Beer tasting event?
Yeah, she did the
the brand ambassador?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about that.
She's slinging beers for Lone Pint.
Yeah.
How did where was she at? Total Wine.
Total Wine on San Felipe.
And how did it go? She sold all the beers.
I think she sold out. She's such a good salesperson
She's great.
that.
Well, it's her bubbly personality.
Yes.
And her authentic love for the product, for the
Yes,
beer,
absolutely.
and the fact that Lone Pine is delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, none of that hurt. It's kind of like a trifecta of amazing.
Just once you just need to say, you got to talk people and just take a sip of this, and then they're like, "Whoa, you're sold." The product sells itself.
Okay, so hold on, real quick. Back to Peter. Is available at Shelton soon. Oh, in Buffalo, we've got friends in Buffalo. He's from Bamberg. Oh, and Smoke Beer, yeah, at Roush Fest. Smoke beers are good.
Yeah, with the Live Oak does this festival every year.
I said that.
Well, I don't know. You said they do the Roush Fest.
That's
I
what
don't know.
Roush's Smoke Beers.
Yeah, I understand that, but they do a big festival
I know. I said
once
that.
a year.
I said that.
And
Roush Fest.
yeah.
I said that
Okay.
like 10 minutes ago.
Whatever. I wasn't listening to you.
Obviously. Whew. Anyway, well, we've got people in places. We're gonna get some more of this beer in, and maybe let's go to Germany.
I'm only gonna assume that they don't. We can't get any of these beers here in the United States.
No, he just said on the chat in New York, in Buffalo. So there we go. And we got people up there. We've got people. We got people.
You know people in Buffalo.
We know people, and we know people that know people.
Oh man,
This is not. It's a Texas show, but we know people.
yeah, it's a Texas show, but I mean beer is universal.
People love our twang, but they also like to hang. So we know
It
people.
ain't nothing but a beer thing.
It ain't nothing but a beer thing.
All right,
Gang. All right. I drank all my Berliner.
all right.
That was delicious.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. Then thanks for joining us. Appreciate
Yes,
that.
Absolutely.
We'll be in touch.
Yes. Not in a creepy way though.
I didn't say we'll touch. I said we'll be in touch.
I'm just laying it out there for.
all
just
right.
to make sure everyone
So
knows.
you wanted to go ahead and do this?
What?
My saison.
Oh well. Yeah. Hold on.
I mean,
Let me get
there's a
prepared.
good chance we're not going to be drinking anyway because it's going to explode.
Let me get prepared.
Yeah, you should assume the position again.
So Kennedy's beers in the past.
Yep. Now
Yeah.
this one, once again, I got a bowl to open this beer.
Okay, hold on. I got to
And
point something out.
Got a towel.
All right, I got to point something
Ciao.
out as I put this jacket
Ciao.
on.
All right.
I was watching a clip of Mr. Rogers.
My-
The very first one he did, where he came in,
Yeah.
put on the sweater, and he's singing the song,
Yeah.
and then the very last one, and he was great. You know, Mr. Rogers, one of the greats of all time,
Mm-hmm.
but did it without missing a beat. And maybe they took extra takes or whatever,
Yeah.
but I couldn't even find the armhole for a rain jacket
Oh.
that
Okay.
I just put on. So anyway,
Well, this-
mad respect for Mr. Rogers.
This is one of my newest beers.
Okay.
My latest beer is the Saison. It is. I didn't bring this. Shit.
What?
I forgot to bring all the stuff.
Ah.
But I used French yeast
Okay.
versus the Belgian yeast on this one. It was originally supposed to be like at 8%.
Yeah. Jeffrey says to quit over carbonating. Either you're adding too much priming sugar, or
Does adding will it really affect the beer if you put too much priming sugar in?
yeah, it gets over carbonated. What do you think carbonates the beer?
Well, I know what
You've got
I didn't know that leads to an infection.
No, that's not an infection. You either have infected beer or you're over carbonated, or both.
It's possible that I may have slightly overcarbonated this beer,
Overzealous.
but they don't all explode.
Okay.
I was so
So did you prime each individual bottle or the whole batch?
the whole batch.
Maybe that's maybe you didn't clean the bottles.
No. I go through I go crazy when I clean these bottles. It's like a 4-step process of cleaning, rinsing, cleaning, rinsing,
Maybe your water's
rinsing.
contaminated.
baby.
All right, go for it.
Now this has been my only beer that I've had this overcarbonation problem with.
Okay.
They don't all do it, but last weekend I took one to 2 weekends ago I took one to the grain cellar, just so he look funny. just so Preston could try it out and then open it up, and it just blew up all over his deck.
What was
all over the counter, his front counter?
How long had it been sitting out? What temperature was it at?
Well, I mean, it was in the refrigerator, but it's like a 30-minute drive to Preston's.
You didn't put it in a cooler?
I put it in. No, not really. I mean, I did, but I didn't put. Yeah, I did put it in a cooler with ice and everything, but I guess like from the ride and bouncing around, which
Maybe
is
all the talking that you did before opening it.
All right, here I go. Here I'm going in.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. As Kennedy reaches over with the towel, and he opens.
There you go. Here I go. I'm scared.
I've heard worse.
Nope.
Good call on the
Nope.
bowl, Josh.
Nope.
Hold on, that bowl's big enough to hold the whole beer. So let's see what
Yeah. All right, this is what I thought was going to happen.
All right, Jeffrey. Do we have a replay of that? We didn't pay for that version of Phoenix, did we?
It's
If you want to, actually, that's a good leeway or good segue into if you want to help support Liquid Lunch, so we can get the replay version of VMix.
Yeah.
Go to liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon.
So-
Everything you buy there will give us a little bit of a kickback and help us do that. Try not to jump on the table there.
It's
Or your
not-
mouse.
it's-
Your mouse is right there.
It's
too.
no, it's going right into the thing. But
Okay,
yeah, this is what I thought was going to happen.
Okay. Well,
I also kegged half this batch, so I think at least half of it's good.
yeah. I think we need to pay Jeffrey to go over to your house, check your setup, watch your process, and to critique.
Well, this one,
Just to watch you and then shake his head.
I should have like there's a certain there's a calculator you need to do so you can. And I've got a scale. I should have like measured the priming sugar exactly, and I just kind of like, this is
So you
probably
overcarbonated.
This is probably pretty good. I'm pretty sure I overcarbonated.
Anytime you say, this should be fine.
But I've done it before, and like
Dude,
I haven't had this.
you realize different yeasts do different things.
Yeah, I realize that now.
Okay.
I mean, it's a learning process. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is way overcarbonated, but
Okay.
you know,
Well, then pour it up and let's see how.
I want to feel like I've learned a valuable lesson here.
We'll pour some up.
All right.
We'll taste it.
Okay.
It can't be any worse than that.
Well, now it's going to be flat.
No, it's not. Can't be any worse than the Dirty Cheetos Goza.
And it's super like
That's not flat. See how many bubbles are in there? It's kind of. Is it a hazy?
no. And,
Is
well,
that just all
that's another problem. There's a lot of like trub and stuff in it.
Is this because you scraped it off the bottom of the? You tried to get too much off the.
No,
You didn't
no,
leave-
that's not no.
Well, then that's because then you've got all the fallout from all the yeast, all the sugars at the yeast.
So whenever it blows up like this, it mixes up all that trub at the bottom of the bottle. So
Well, you're going to get some of that. Okay, so there you go. There's the evidence. If you got more stuff at the bottom of each bottle, it's your yeast is eating the sugars, right? Mm-hmm. And then trub is the spent yeast cells and all that other stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what you're getting at the bottom. And if you have too much of that going on, then you're going to get more of that.
well, I've had this beer after it's like foamed up like this, and it's not good.
It's not bad. I mean, I've had worse. On this
It doesn't taste like Cheetos.
No, it does not. It tastes like
To me, it got the alcohol taste to it, and definitely some green apples.
I don't get any green apple. I get I don't really get the alcohol taste. I get
Does it taste astringent to you?
no, not so much. It just tastes.
I mean, it definitely is not good once it foams up and spills over like this.
It I don't know what the quality is. It just tastes like a and this is not a knock on you. I make beers just like this. Tastes like a mediocre homebrew.
Yeah,
I don't know what that quality is. I
It's
can't-
not like
What was your fermentation temp? That's what Jeffrey wants to. Saison should be a little higher.
yeah, it was about 75 or so. It was at room. It was at room temperature.
But you didn't control it,
I did.
other than your room thermostat.
Well, it was constant.
Okay. But if your room is at 75, you keep your house at 75?
No, I keep my house at like 72 or so.
All right. So fermentation is going to bump that up, right? Did you have a thermometer on
Yeah, I have a thermometer on there. I was watching
on
it.
the outside of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
So inside is going to be warmer. maybe by like a degree or half
Okay.
a degree. But
Yeah,
it's still going to
yeah.
be warmer
Yeah,
inside.
maybe.
It's like taking your temperature by, you can either go under your tongue or you can stick it up the old chute, right? Internal temperature is going to be warmer than what you
Matt,
get.
Matt just called you out. That was pretty funny.
Huh?
Matt just called you out.
Matt doesn't know. Matt doesn't know nothing.
He's not wrong.
No, I haven't brewed in a while, but I've made beer. So, yeah, I do brew, bro.
Oh,
Do you even do a show? No, didn't think so.
inside the fermented beer is like 10 degrees hotter? Really?
Yeah, makes sense.
So I use the plastic bucket fermenters. And you're saying the strip that I have on the outside, that is going to be 5 to 10 degrees. Like the temperature of the beer inside that fermenter is going to be 5 to
I don't
10
know that it
degrees
would be 10 degrees difference
difference.
on a 5-gallon batch, but it's going to be warmer for sure. Because that's,
Well, I figured, yeah. I mean, I figured it'd be, a little warmer.
I mean, you know, fermentation is a,
Because, well, like, so I have my
what-
thermostat set at like 72, and then the temperature on the thermometer on the fermenter is about like 74, 75.
what was the recommended temperature range on the, do you remember, for the yeast?
I don't remember. I mean, it's this one goes up to like,
They can go high.
yeah, this can go up to like 78 degrees or something.
You were probably pushing it maybe a little higher. Because if you,
Well-
okay, so if your thermostat is set on, when did you brew this?
Oh,
Like April, May? It wasn't like
no,
this
no,
month, right?
no, it would have been like, I think end of like beginning of July maybe.
It was hot, but it wasn't as hot as it is now.
No,
So-
but I mean, it was inside in the controlled.
Still, though, if your thermostat is set at 75, it only
Okay.
kicks on when it gets above 75,
All right,
right?
yeah. See, Jeffrey just said if I'm using the temperature gauge on the bucket, that's close to what the temperature inside is.
Yeah, it's going to be a degree,
Okay.
half degree.
Yeah. So I mean, I hit the right temperatures.
Okay.
That's not the issue. I think I just overcarbed it.
Yeah, I don't get any of that. You're talking about alcohol. I don't get that. I don't get green apple.
The keg version is better.
Okay.
So I should probably I'm thinking about taking a bunch of these to the Rogue Brewers meeting, and getting everyone mad at me because when these things blow up all over the place.
Yeah, subtly. They'll never see it coming.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
This is like
watches the
this is a
show.
party trick beer now.
Yeah. Well, I think at the end of the episode, you should chug that bowl. So I'm gonna
It can fluctuate.
in
yeah.
this in the interest of trying other beers,
Yeah.
dump that.
You dumping it, huh?
I mean, it's not bad.
I don't blame you.
No, it's fine.
I don't blame
You
you.
have that bottled water? Rinse out my cup. Is that what you brought that for? That's what we need.
Sure.
No, that's fine. What do we got? We got something from. Are we going with your?
this one?
Yeah, your other one's an IPA, right?
Yeah, the other one's IPA.
So we'll go. So this is from Eureka Heights, right?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, this is where my show notes.
Speaking of Eureka Heights,
Yep. Their what'd you say? Their 3rd year anniversary is it this weekend?
it is this weekend.
Okay. And Fancy Pants VIP tasting. I can't believe it's already been 3 years.
It's amazing how in 3 years, less than 3 years time, you can find Eureka Heights in like all the grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the distribution in 3 years time, it's amazing. Good for
Well,
them.
it speaks to the model that they went with. So you've been to their facility. I think I just saw you there the other day, right?
Yeah, I was just there last week.
You know, they are set up more for, you know, distribution, that sort of thing. It's not as much a, I don't know, some smaller little breweries are more, you know, come drink inside our tap room. It's a fine place to go have beers and sit outside and everything. Yeah, I drink that water. That's a trick I learned from one. Oh, okay, I'll get to that in a second. Learned that from Jeffrey Stuffings. Just drink that water after you rinse out your glass. Still get stuff in there. But anyway, something that Jeffrey posted earlier today that I want to talk about here in a second. But anyway, there's the way they're set up is for expansion. Get out there to send their beers out to the masses in these cans, which you know, Mini Boss. Is this mine or is this yours?
Cheers.
You
No,
sure?
that's mine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I knew that.
I don't wanna
Yeah.
don't want to get the cooties
Just trying to trick you.
or give you my cooties. You never know. So this is the Belgian single, right? Is this okay? So somebody who knows better than I do, would this be considered a Pater's beer, right? I don't know. Is that what? That's good. That's good though. Give me that can. Let me read up on that. Neon Moon. This hoppy Belgian single combines Pilsner malt, Azacca hops to create a fruity and tropical aroma.
Oh wow, it's
fantastic, right?
it's different.
Not what I would call a traditional
No,
Belgian single, but it's that Texas twist,
wow,
hoppy and smells great. That's fantastic.
that is
Only
wow.
4.3%. So it's a beer,
Wow.
a beer for drinking during the day. If you're a monk,
It's a good before going to work beer.
this is what you would call a monk's provisional beer, like when they're walking around fasting and all they don't eat any food. This would be their daily sustenance, between prayers and whatnot.
Yeah,
And so I pray that people try this beer and enjoy it, because that's a little slice of heaven right there. It's good. See, that's some biblical puns right there. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's good. It's good stuff. I like that. What do you got there? Anything? Are you putting up? Look like you're doing something. I'm distracted.
yeah. I'm putting up our Facebook comments.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Those are the only ones you can do.
Huh.
We got to be able to get the other ones.
which ones? It does the latest tune.
I don't know. I'm saying like from the other places people watch,
Oh,
because people be talking.
oh, wow.
Yeah, Brad, it didn't taste like apples. The inside
If
of
it tastes
the
like
inside of
apples,
Kennedy's
oh.
mouth tasted like apples. Yeah, yeah. So it's the context of those, whatever. So when you comment here, unlike other shows, your comments show up. You're part of the show. There's many other beer shows. There's even other beer shows in Texas, but none of them put your comments on the screen like we do.
Yeah,
Boom.
Brad, I think it finished fermenting. It fermented for a good 2 weeks, and then I bottle conditioned it for another 2, and then I put it. Then it's been in the refrigerator for like another 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I just overcarbonated it. It's like I said, I bottle half my batch, keg half my batch, and the keg version doesn't do this.
So it's a bottling thing.
Yeah.
Over primed.
Yeah.
Over primed. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yes.
now that we got to the bottom of it.
Jeffrey, I do homebrew. So, some of mine are better than others.
But back to Eureka Heights. Congratulations to Casey, brand new baby, and congratulations, sir, the big papa, big proud papa, and congratulations. Being a dad is awesome, and being a dad that owns a brewery, I'm super envious. So there you go. Matt says I don't even brew. That's hilarious. Kennedy's giggling. I do brew, bro. I do. One of these days, I'm going to brew all over you. Here we go. Things that we needed to talk about. Okay,
Yeah.
so speaking of,
he's gonna brew your socks off.
I'm going to use it. I've used socks in brewing before. I used a sock to strain some specialty grains when you need something in a pinch. Oh yes. Okay,
I brewed with Cheetos.
You brewed? Did you age those on Cheetos? Is that where you got that? Okay, so I mentioned Jeffrey Stuffings from Jester King just a little bit ago. Something he posted earlier today. I wish we had the graphic to throw up because it'll make you throw up. There is a Hard Seltzer Fest, the first ever, I think, that we know of Hard Seltzer Fest in Denver, Colorado, September 14th. No,
The Claw.
September 14th. So if you're into hard seltzers and you have no shame, which means you're into hard seltzers, there's a place for you to congregate with all your people, and that would be in Denver, Colorado, September 14th at the Fizz Fight. Fizz Fight. So hopefully the first
The Fizz?
Fizz Fight.
Fizz Fight.
F-I-Z-Z.
Yeah, that's what I thought you
Fight.
said. Yeah.
Fizz Fight 2019. Hopefully the first and last hard seltzer festival.
Now, somebody told me this fact. I don't know if it's true or not. We mentioned this before.
Yes.
About how hard seltzer sales like I want to say like May, June, something like that.
Yeah.
Were more than all craft beer sales in total.
Yeah. You know, okay, so hard seltzer has a couple things going for it. First, we're in an environment where everybody loves trends, the newest thing. People see something and it blows up on social media, and so everybody goes to try it. Craft beer, craft brewers, those people can post those posts ironically because it's hilarious that you're drinking a hard seltzer. That's still a joke. That's still funny. But then there's a whole bunch of other people doing it, and people can put it out there really fast because it takes 2 seconds to make. It's just sugar and water and maybe a little flavoring. So the barrier to entry is pretty low. And, yeah, it's a thing, you know. I'll admit, I tried one. I tried like 2 sips. Was not a fan. So I'll stick to beer. You like it, man? Hey, that's cool. Do your thing. I like the hopped water, though. Did we ever figure that one out, or is that one gone already? Are we done with hopped water? That was here for a minute, and now it's gone.
Well, just a few weeks ago when we were at Buffalo Bayou, I had a whole bunch of hopped water. It was about 300 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And I was mixing 2 beers to 1 hop water.
Wow.
To try to stay hydrated.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, hey, you just got a message. This is a live show. Live.
Yeah.
My other show, Inner Brews, long-form interviews that you know and love to really get to know the Houston area, mostly brewers. I get outside of Houston when I can. I've had episodes just recently with Southern Star, No Label being the most recent. Had a blast out there. Didn't do one this week, but got a couple next week. And then Megaton on the 27th. Record on the 27th with Chris. He just messaged me. So.
Not me.
No, not you. I mean, you can go if you want. You never did.
I'm a Chris.
You can't hang with Inner Brews. It's too much for you.
Yeah.
What was I going to look up? I was going to look up something real quick. I know what I was going to look up. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are wont to do on the show, there's a place in Texas, right in the middle of everything, that home of Eccentric Brewing and many other things.
Oh, yeah.
The Point of the Spear on the whole, the fracking industry or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a place called Midland, Texas.
Yeah.
And Midland, Texas has a temperature range from -20 to surface of the sun, just below surface of the sun. And we like to take a look around the state and focus in on Midland and see what is the temperature in Midland.
Yes. Tim, he's out there.
Yeah, if any of you guys from Eccentric are watching, anybody want to venture a guess what the temperature in Midland is without looking at your phone, because that's lame. It is not as hot today as it has been.
Well, remember, we're also not getting the temperature at peak time.
We're just peaking at the temperature right now.
I mean, whatever it is now, it's going to go up maybe 5 degrees.
Just like your fermentation temperature, which you can control by things that you can get at the Grain Cellar. If you want fermentation control, look no further than Humble's premier homebrew store, The Grain Cellar, 240 First Street West, Humble, Texas, 77338. Preston is there to guide you along in your ventures of homebrewing, winemaking, cider making, mead making, cheese making. You can make some pickles. Pickles have been all the rage. There's a new pickle beer from, was it Martin House?
Yeah,
What is it? What is it called? Something?
It's a brand of pickles.
Yeah, what is it? Do you remember? I can see the can.
Best
made.
Best made, something like that. Yeah.
So that one's out now. Everybody's going nuts over that. I've had a lot of people tag me on that one.
Wow.
They're like, "Would you drink it?" And absolutely. Would I drink 7 of them? I'll give it a try.
I mean, of course, then there's the original pickle beer.
What's that?
Pickle fucker.
Yeah, from New Braunfels, Kelly, and everybody at New Braunfels. So I would we should do a pickle beer flight. I think there's like one of it.
You pass.
We could see.
Well,
they're good mixers.
So the pickle fucker also, they have that on with like, I want to say jalapeno or some sort of pepper in there too.
Yeah, I saw they just posted that. Oh. So I would like to have that one with conditioned on like cherries or something. So have you ever seen the like at the when you go to the rodeo, they have the big thing of the pickle juice from those big jugs of pickles, and then they put the red Kool-Aid in there, the cherry Kool-Aid.
Doesn't sound good. I'm going to be honest.
Sweet and a little tart.
Yeah.
refreshing.
Maybe.
Because, rodeo coming up, right? When is the rodeo? September? End of September? October?
No.
When is it?
You're way off.
March? When
It's
is
in
it?
March.
Oh, well, that's coming up, right?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Everything's eventually coming up.
What's coming up? Oh, I'm thinking Renfest.
Yeah,
Ren-
4th of July is coming up.
It is eventually. Renfest coming up. We're very. I think the schedule's been released for Renfest.
Oh.
We should do a show. I don't know. They don't have Thursday Renfests. Maybe we do a special Saturday episode or Sunday.
So
We'll get our people to talk to some people.
So speaking of grain,
Oh,
cellar,
hold on. I want you to speak of grain cellar. But current temperature in Midland, 94 degrees. High today, 98. So they've had a cold front move through. High on Sunday, expected to be 105.
105 in Midland.
105 in Midland on Sunday. So enjoy that.
And then with the heat index, it's going to be surface of the sun.
Surface of the sun, yeah.
Yeah.
Surface of the sun. That's all it says. It just says don't ask. It just says don't ask. What does it feel like right now? Don't ask. All right, go back. Speaking of the grain cellar.
Speaking of the grain cellar, John has just shown a little interest in stepping up his homebrew game,
Oh, yes.
moving up from his current kit.
Cool.
So this is the one place I would suggest that you go. Preston will give you free homebrewing lessons.
Oh, yeah.
You could brew actually at the grain cellar,
Yeah, you can.
and you will get a 20% discount on ingredients if you do that.
Wow.
Yeah,
There you go. So that's a killer deal.
yeah.
It's this is a good segue, I suppose, to get into this next little clip before we wrap up the show today. But Grain Cellar, obviously sponsor of the show. We love Preston. We love the Grain Cellar. Humble is a cool spot, right? But the original, the OG, here in the Houston area and maybe in all of Texas, I don't know. DeFalco's homebrew store. Been open for what, like 41 years or something?
Over
like that?
40.
Yeah. We just got word this past week that Scott will be closing the doors of DeFalco's, and breaks my heart a little bit because it's just been a staple of the Houston area beer scene. So many of our breweries here in the Houston area got their start, by home brewing, and we're buying their stuff at DeFalco's. Scott Birdwell he's like, to talk to that, what a sweetheart, first of all. Sweetheart of a dude. But one of the smartest brewing minds, beer minds that you'll meet. He's like the Yoda of home brewing, of craft beer in Houston, really.
You mean Yoda craft beer brewing he is?
Yes. I do mean that as I say it, or have it, yes. So thank you, Scott, and thank you, DeFalco's, for all that you've done for the craft beer scene in Houston and in Texas. Thank you for all the people in this industry that you got started, all the people you got into home brewing, all the knowledge you've bestowed on everybody. It's just, you've done a lot of service, and it's with a heavy heart we bid adieu to DeFalco's. I believe they're going to be open for another 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Just think about all the people that in the Houston area, or even just the state of Texas, that started off home brewing when DeFalco's was basically the only place around. And now they've gone on to now they're, own breweries.
Oh, yeah.
They're head brewers in our local breweries now.
Yes, if I could, I would love to go through and look at the lineage of, they're like, okay, so who Scott helped along at the beginning in DeFalco's, and then you take those breweries and people that worked at those breweries and then opened other breweries. So maybe they didn't have a direct connection to Scott, but Scott started the brewery they were at, and then they went out and started their own brewery. So, it stinks that whatever, but Scott is, like I said, sweetheart of a dude, and hopefully you're going to hand me the rest I can.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because
There's plenty more where that came from.
So DeFalco's, this is to you. I'm going to pour one out into my glass.
Hold on.
Then I'm going to pour one out.
Hold on.
I'm pouring one out for DeFalco's.
This one's for you, DeFalco's.
Yes. So, piece of history, and we'll look back on you fondly. And everybody go by and, I don't know if Scott hands out free hugs, but everybody, next time you see Scott, y'all give him a hug.
I'm sure he'll take one.
Yeah, tell him you love him. I don't know. He might be like Howie Mandel, be all like hugophobic. Maybe he just likes fist bumps. I don't know. Scott's pretty cool now. So
I don't know Scott.
then your life isn't complete. I will say this: if you follow Scott on Scott and Bev Blackwell, if you follow them on social, they're always popping up around town at different breweries. So watch for those guys. If you want to tell you what, having a beer with those two guys, you will learn so much about beer. That's one of those ones where you just sit down at the table, say, "Hey, can I buy y'all a beer?" or just have a beer with y'all, or whatever, and then just listen, and then your knowledge expands.
Get him in the same room with Bobby Harrell and Razul.
I mean, yeah,
I think most people's heads would just explode.
perhaps, but all great dudes and would make you feel welcome,
All of them very beer knowledgeable,
passionate.
to say the least.
Yeah, but anyway, there you go. So DeFalco's, thank you. What else was there? Last week, if you watched the show, you saw that we were on Skype and we had to rig it because of Kennedy's doctor's appointment. How'd that go? Did that end up being okay?
You're asking me personal.
Just give me the bottom line.
You're asking me personal medical questions.
Just give me the bottom line. This is the bottom line, the overview.
It was fine.
I don't want to butt up against anything personal, too personal.
It was fine. I was supposed to go in for a
proctology.
exam. For a procedure, and
Yeah.
then it ended up just being a consultation.
Okay.
So nothing actually got done.
Oh, did it make you feel like an ass?
No, but I can tell I'm the butt of all jokes.
Sorry. I'll end that there. Kind of. Anyway. What was I going to say?
You're being real shitty to me right now.
No, sorry. All right, let's wipe that off. Let's just reset.
It's funny you said wipe that off,
Mm-hmm.
as beer was like dribbling down my chin.
Yes. But anyway, last week,
because I can't drink.
Huggy Bear was going to be in studio. He was going to be sitting in that chair right there. But because of Kennedy's appointment, we just had to do the show on Skype.
Yeah.
And we'll have Huggy Bear back in studio when we can work all those details out. But and a big but.
Quit making fun of me.
He was talking about his local group collaboration with Astral Brewing, and it was a sour IPA.
Yes.
And you got to go.
Right? I got to go to the event at Astral.
Yes.
And that sour IPA was fantastic.
Yes.
Yes, both sour and hoppy. I've had a few beers like that before, but I think they really knocked it out of the park there.
Yeah.
That was good. It's good.
You have to have a deft hand. Hey, Jeffrey, thanks for watching.
Yep. Thanks for carrying the show again, Jeffrey.
Yes. Thanks for all your expertise. So that's cool. So big crowd, nice sized crowd.
It was a good sized crowd. They also had the Geeks Who Drink trivia game going on there too.
Cool.
So yeah, it was a full house. I would say every chair in the building was occupied.
There you go. Well, good. Yeah. So beer was good. People were happy.
They were also hoppy.
And hoppy. Huggy Bear. James does not quit.
No, he doesn't.
He goes from one collaboration right into the next because he's like that happy hobo like on the show from the early 60s where he just goes around extolling knowledge on people. And that's what he is right now until their brewery is built. It's being built right now, but until it is, he's like a homeless hobo brewer going around and just brewing with people.
Yeah, but he brews at his own home.
Actually, that's not his home.
Hold on, that whole garage thing where he does his
The
setup?
super secret location that we're not supposed to disclose. That's not his house.
Oh, it's not?
It's one of It's one of the owners of Local Group.
Oh,
it's one of the partners.
Oh, well, I haven't been invited. Well, I guess I have been invited. But
Jules says it's a gateway sour.
Yeah, that
she liked it. She's not even a big.
So yeah, I always do this thing with her, and at first I want to say I was getting her, but now she just plays along.
Okay.
She just
watches the show.
She just humors me, but I'm like, oh man, you should try this beer. You'll like it. And it's every time I find a good sour beer, like, oh, you should try this beer. I like it. And now she just tastes it because she knows that she's not gonna like it. But she loved that sour beer.
Okay, that's
The-
cool.
The sour IPA.
That's so my wife Kelly's the same way. She's not a big sour fan. Actually, does not like sours, but a huge hophead. Loves double IPAs more than anything, and but loves IPAs as well. And I don't know, maybe a hoppy sour kind of thing. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the key.
Well, there's not a whole lot of them out there, so
Not yet. There's people dabbling. But speaking of, I just finished. Where is it? Is it here? No, here. Eclectic. The Eclectic.
Eclectic Brewing, Midland.
No,
Midland, Texas?
That's Eccentric. Eclectic.
Oh yeah, eccentric.
Eccentric Brewing Eclectic IPA
Yeah.
by Dick Cantwell. But he can well. He can well write. He can write well. Anyway, I just finished that book, and that's a great one if you're looking to spice up your IPAs. A lot of recipes in that one. Talks about adding, things that you wouldn't necessarily think about adding to an IPA, like coffee and chocolate and spice and herbs, and even he has a whole section on weed because he's out in Seattle and he splits his time between San Francisco and Seattle. Not to give everything away, you can wait, either read the book or wait till the movie comes out. I'm sure there'll be a movie at some point called,
Really?
no.
No.
But worth the read. Tons of recipes if you're a home brewer and you love brewing IPAs.
So he actually has weed recipes in that book.
Yeah, because where he's at, it's legal. And it's that one is it's focused to the home brewer. Commercially, they can't do it because it's federally illegal still for some reason.
Yeah.
Silliness.
Yeah.
all this talk about all this.
State legal, but federally illegal.
Yeah, we don't talk about politics much on this show, but with the presidential election coming up, whenever that is, if you want to win with the people, just whoever's going to be president, just be like, hey, yeah, let's make let the states decide, and then get that off. Don't
Well, here's something that'll probably blow a lot of people's minds.
do that. Let's see it.
Why don't you just be honest?
Oh, what are you talking to politicians?
Yes.
That ain't happening. They don't
Just be honest.
They don't know how. I don't even. I think if they tried, their face would crack. And that's no matter what side they're on. They can't be honest. But anyway, just lift the federal prohibition on marijuana. Let the states decide. It's a waste of time to even keep it on the books. So just do that.
Not to mention all the people that are in prison over minor.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna get in. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's politicized because it's like, how many are there that are actually for that, and then things that were tied to other things, and then blah 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 blah. Who knows? I don't know. I do a beer show. That's why we don't talk about politics. What a silly waste of time. But lift that prohibition.
It is.
Because there could be some really good weed beers that people may like. So anyway, that's that. But read the book. Great book. Dick Cantwell is he's one of those other brilliant minds that's been around forever. Doing great things. So I recommend that book. So anyway, back to Huggy Bear. I'm burping all over the place. Back to Huggy Bear. He's got a new collaboration coming up. They just posted pictures of him at Balison.
One of our favorite breweries.
Yes. So the local group Balison is, just to bring it all back around, it's a Berliner Weiss. They brewed a Berliner Weiss together. So,
Oh, man. Yeah.
So I don't know when that's going to be ready. I don't know when that's going to, we'll talk about it. But
I was at Balesen on Saturday.
Yeah, how were things?
Things are good.
Everybody was there. They're back in town.
I believe they're back, but Adam and Sarah were not there.
No, well, I mean, the pictures of the brewing with Sarah and Huggy Bear were brewing. It's brutally hot, so
Yeah, it gets hot in there.
they were over in
gets hot in that
Scotland. They were over in like the English.
Yeah, they were in
UK.
Ireland and Scotland. At least that's where all their social media pictures
They
were
went to
from.
Guinness. They went to the
Yeah.
St. James Gate. That's an interesting story. That whole Guinness story. I love that story. Anyway, so watch for that beer. Hopefully, we'll have everybody involved on a show or some show. These shows, either Liquid Lunch or Interbrews or both, to talk about all that.
And if you can manage to find the Kennedy Berliner Weiss, I highly recommend it. Good luck trying to find it, though.
Yes.
Apparently, if you go to Buffalo, New York now,
Yeah.
you can find this one.
Do we have any other pressing info that we need to talk about? I think I saw another.
No, now we mentioned. Just a quick mention.
Yes.
I forget. Tonight at Spindletap,
Uh-huh.
the women of craft beer
Okay, go on.
are having a big event there.
Okay.
So if you're of the female persuasion and you are in the craft beer, you should go check out Spindle Tap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I'm trying to talk Jules into going.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
I mentioned that to her. She goes, "How did you know about this?"
You're a man that knows things.
And I'm like, I do a beer show.
Yeah.
I know these things.
Yeah. One cool thing, I know you're not interested in this. I guess I could hit the music now. Do we have anything else we need to talk about
No,
before we start to wrap?
You can hit it.
Okay. So, there's the music. We're getting into the best sports time of year, if you're a sports fan or not. I know Kennedy's not, but a lot of us are.
We're not.
We are getting into the best sports time as a fan.
We're not.
We got the Astros, they've got to be the favorite to win the World Series at this point with their pitching and how badass our bats are.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun run into the postseason and hopefully into the World Series with another World Series victory for your Houston Astros. So we get to watch that, plus the return of college and NFL football.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Right?
Oh, I burped.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? You burped because you had beers. More and more schools are starting to sell beer, craft beer. and beer.
Schools?
Yes. Colleges are starting to sell.
I'm thinking like high school.
No, you got to bring your own if you're going to the high school games. But if you're going to college football,
Yeah.
more and more stadiums starting to sell beer. Florida State, Missouri, I believe UT
What
now
about
has beer.
What about U of H?
U of H, I believe.
Does U of H sell Brew of H?
I believe so.
Brew of H?
I believe it.
At U of H?
Yes. So, more and more colleges getting on board with delicious beer at the facilities there when you go to see the games. So cheer on your favorite team. Go Hogs. I don't think we're going to be very good this year, but whatever. And, watch the Astros. I'll have the Astros to fall back on. And then, of course, the Texans are the greatest so far because
Astros.
they haven't even lost right now. JJ
They're
Watt,
the greatest because they have
JJ Watt.
J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
Everybody loves J.J.
Everybody
Watt.
loves JJ Watt.
Yeah.
I wonder if JJ Watt drinks beer. He's from Wisconsin. You'd think he'd be born drinking beer and eating cheese.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they got that big, him and his brothers.
Beer and cheese?
Yeah. It seems like that would be the only way. Anyway, so that's the thing. I know you're super excited about. Oh, and a big UFC fight coming up, the heavyweight title fight. Stipe Miocic trying to regain his title against Daniel Cormier.
Oh, okay.
You excited about that one?
Yeah.
Do you know who either of those guys are?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They're heavyweight fighters in the UFC.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Daniel Cormier, maybe the greatest heavyweight of all time if he wins this fight. And then, hopefully, if he wins, then we get John Jones, Daniel Cormier at heavyweight. That would be exciting. That's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, go Astros.
Isn't John Jones the cocaine and steroid guy? Is he
Yeah,
the one
well,
who-
cocaine for sure. Steroids, probably, but who knows?
Yeah. I thought he got busted for both of those.
There was tainted supplements, allegedly. That's what they say.
Oh, so yeah. So somebody was trying to frame him.
No, it's because he bought cheap supplements from China. And they are made at the same company that makes steroids, so they don't wash out their... It's like a dirty brewery.
Okay.
So-
okay.
I don't care. I say take them all. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening and watching today. And, all the delicious beers. Kennedy, great job today. Go out there and buy somebody a beer this weekend. And stay cool. It's hot. It's super hot. But we'll keep you cool next week on Liquid Lunch.
Look at that beer.
I dare you to drink it.
New.
Bye, everybody. See you next week. And that...